Okay, everybody. Good evening. 1 second. The computer. Good evening, District 1.
You have to do the computer, not just the buttons.
Welcome to the fall business meeting. We will recess for 15 minutes since we do not have quorum as of yet, allowing us to perform business. So timer, please put 15 minutes on the timer. We'll be back.
Leanne, is there any sound?
I'm here.
Now I can hear something. Thank you. Good to see you, Leanne.
Hello. Carefully, I've never seen you so quiet.
Hello, girl.
For those who are not able to see the chat, it's been requested that you rename with your name, the name of your club, and your office.
Give me a
Give him
minute.
a second, make
Give
an
me a minute.
announcement.
District 1, this is Keith Jackson again, your district director. Thank you so much for your patience. We're just asking for 10 minutes or so we can secure forum and conduct our business. Thank you.
Hi, Keith or Leanne. This is Ed Stapleton over at LAX. Are there prior minutes that we could be reviewing?
I believe perhaps that is a question that our administrative manager could answer. And that would be Ms. Carol Otters. Ed, is there precisely a question I could help you with? Or
No, I just thought I would try to use some of this time to catch up with what I should have reviewed before we entered into the meeting, if there is such a thing.
is an icebreaker? Thank you.
Yeah.
7:29. Okay. Send it to me.
So me to start on the basic rules.
Just the basic rules.
Yeah.
Basic rules.
Yeah, the light is.
All right, good evening, everyone. This is your Zoom master for the evening. Just a couple quick reminders to make things more convenient for everyone. Please remain muted unless you're specifically supposed to be speaking. Please turn off your camera if you're going to be busy in the background. We will be restricting chat at certain points. And with that, please keep yourself muted and please keep your cameras on so we can see that you're participating. We understand some people, we're having bandwidth problems too. So with that, like to bring up. What do I bring up? Please welcome up our District 1 Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Keith Jackson.
Thank you so very much, District 1, for your patience. So welcome, club officers and district leaders, past and present, distinguished Toastmasters, members and guests. Good evening to everyone. I am deeply grateful to you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to participate in this business meeting so we can conduct our District 1 business. First of all, I'd like to bring up our Jill White, our Area F1 Director, who will share with us the district mission.
Thank you, Keith. And I would like to share with you the district mission. We build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. Thank you, Mr. District Director. Back to you.
Thank you, Jill. And that just reiterates our commitment as District 1 leaders to help our clubs to excel. Our only mission is to help you. That is why we're here, to help our existing clubs and to build new clubs to extend the Toastmasters network. As we are coming to an end in the first quarter of the 2023-2024 term, it is vitally important that we keep that district mission at the forefront of our minds in everything that we do. Leadership skills are in greater demand now more than ever. Toastmasters is poised to meet those demands. Clubs that achieve excellence empower individuals to become more effective and confident communicators and leaders. And as a result, society reaps the benefit, ultimately. District 1 aligns with the Toastmasters International envisioned future to be the first choice provider of dynamic, high-value, experiential communication and leadership skills development. And we strive to fulfill the Toastmasters International core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence while doing so. The first item of business is the presentation of the Credentials Committee report. Please join us in welcoming to the virtual stage past District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Joyce Howard, Credentials Committee Chair, to present her committee's report. Joyce?
Thank you, Mr. District Director. It is my pleasure to present the credentials report as follows. There are 146 member clubs in good standing and eligible to vote in the district. Each eligible club is entitled to 2 votes. Both votes can be cast by the president or both by the vice president of education, or 1 vote cast by each. 2 times the number of member clubs in good standing gives us the number we use to calculate a quorum. 2 times 146 is 292. On the basis of 2 votes per club, 1/3 of the member club in good standings in District 1 shall constitute a quorum. 1/3 of 292 is 97. Mr. District Director, there are 102 presidents and vice presidents of education present. Additionally, there are 21 District Executive Committee members present. District Executive Committee members do not count towards the achieving the quorum, but they are entitled to vote on all items of district business. Consequently, the total number of votes available to be cast by the member clubs in good standing and members of the executive committee is 123.
Thank you, Madam Credentials Chair. A quorum is present, and we are well positioned to conduct the district business at hand. Unless there is an objection, the Credentials Committee report will be adopted by unanimous consent. Hearing none, the Credentials Committee report is adopted by unanimous consent. The next item of business is the District Council meeting rules. The District Council meeting rules were previously, actually, we're going to attach them to chat momentarily. In the interest of time, I'd like to call up our district parliamentarian, Patty Titus.
Thank you, Mr. District Director. If you are president or vice president of education, please make sure that you have renamed yourself to add your office and club name if you haven't already done so. For example, if my name was currently showing as simply Patty Titus, I would change my name to VPE Patty Titus, Clergy Women Toastmasters. The continued presence of a quorum is presumed unless the district director declares otherwise. District council members must cast their own votes. No proxies are permitted. We'll be using the consent agenda approval process for the adoption, confirmation, or approval of the items of business. When the district director states, hearing none, the agenda item is adopted, approved, or confirmed, then he will move on to the next item of business. If you'd like to speak in favor of or against a motion, or any motion that might be presented tonight, please raise your virtual hand and wait until you are recognized by the district director before you speak. When he recognizes you, please unmute your microphone, state your name, club office, and club name before you make your remark. For example, if I were in the meeting in my capacity as VP of Clergy Women Toastmasters, when I was recognized by the district director, I would say Patty Titus, VP Clergy Women Toastmasters. Mr. District Director, I speak in favor of the motion to adopt the budget because whatever. Discussion or debate on any item of business on the agenda is limited to 6 minutes. If it appears that further debate or discussion is necessary after the 6-minute period has elapsed, the district director will exercise discretion and consider extending the time. However, in the interest of time and for the benefit of the members, you're asked to limit your comments to points of debate or discussions that have not yet been mentioned and are germane to the pending question. No member may speak more than once on the same item of business or longer than 2 minutes. The chair will alternate between delegates in favor of and opposed to the motion. If the same points of discussion or debate are repeated by the speakers, the district director, as the chair, may end the debate stating no new information is being presented. If we are called upon to vote rather than adopt something by unanimous consent, we will be using the Zoom polling feature. Once the Zoom poll is launched, you will have 60 seconds to cast your vote before the Zoom poll closes. When directed to do so, the Zoom master will show the results of the poll, which is displayed in percentages. The Zoom master will give the numbers associated to the percentages to the district director, who will announce the number of votes received in favor of the motion and against the motion, and state whether the motion was adopted or lost. Thank you, Mr. District Director. That concludes my presentation on the meeting rules and voting procedures. Back to you.
Thank you, Madam Parliamentarian Petty Titus. Unless there is an objection, the district council meeting rules will be adopted by unanimous consent. You guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Hearing none. The district council meeting rules are adopted by unanimous consent. The next line of business is adoption of the agenda. Madam Admin Manager, please show the agenda. A copy of the agenda is also included in the delegates package, which is has been downloaded in chat. It is displayed on the screen. So we're at the beginning of the meeting. We just reviewed the standing rules. We've given the credentials report. Then we'll review the minutes of the special business meeting that was held in July. Also included is the annual business meeting minutes. Our parliamentarian just reviewed the protocol and voting. Then we'll go into the amendment alignment report, show you that, and the district leaders appointments. Then, before that, we will talk about the budget and the remaining steps in getting the budget approved. And we'll be ending with the officers report, starting with the district director report, program quality, club growth, public relations manager, and divisions A through F director reports. Unless there is an objection, the agenda will be adopted by unanimous consent. Hearing none, the agenda is adopted by unanimous consent. The next item of business is on the approval of the minutes of the July 14th, 2023 Special District Council minutes that you can see on your screen. A special council meeting was convened on July 14th for the sole purpose of approving our alignment. Okay. I call on the administrative manager to please read the minutes from that meeting.
Thank you, Mr. District Director. The following are the minutes from the July
2023 District Council Special Call Meeting. The special District Council Call Meeting of District 1 Toastmasters was held virtually via Zoom and called to order by District Director Keith Jackson at 7:02 p.m. Administrative Manager Carol Otters, DTM, was present. After a 13-minute recess, a quorum was established at 7:15 p.m. Welcome. The district director, Keith Jackson, welcomed everyone in attendance and followed the agenda, which was included in the meeting notice. Credentials report. Administrative Manager Carol Otters, DTM, presented the credentials report. She reported that 103 of 128 voting members were registered for the meeting. The credentials report was approved by unanimous consent. Alignment Committee report. Administrative Manager Carol Otters, DTM, presented the Alignment Committee's report. She highlighted the clubs that were moved and read the report. In addition, District 1 Director Keith Jackson explained the purpose of the annual realignment and the process that was followed to prepare today's alignment report. Once the approval of the previous was postponed, including the July 7th Alignment Committee meeting. Motion, it was moved by Administrative Manager Carol Otters that the Alignment Committee report be approved. Because the motion came from the committee, no second was required. After the discussion, the motion was adopted and the Alignment Committee's report was approved with 88 voting in favor of the motion and 6 opposed. The total number of votes cast was 94. Number needed to win majority 48. Yes in favor of the motion 88. No opposed to the motion 6. Adjournment. District 1 Director Keith Jackson thanked everyone for approving the alignment report before the July 15th, 2023 deadline imposed to the Toastmasters International, and without objection adjourned the meeting at 7:58 p.m. Submitted by Carol Otters, Distinguished Toastmaster, Administrative Manager.
Thank you. Thank you, Carol.
Mr.
One
Chairman,
thing
move
we've noticed is the
7:50.
correction, we've noted the correction to delete PDG after Carol Otters' name in paragraph 1 and at the end. Are there any other corrections to the minutes that you've observed?
Move to accept the minutes as
Hearing,
adjusted.
hearing none, the minutes are approved as corrected. The next item of business is, as you'll see in your delegates package, the minutes from the annual business meeting held on May 19th, 2023. No. Can you show the other one?
I thought we did this at the special meeting.
Okay, apologies. We reviewed those minutes and accepted those minutes at the July 14th special meeting. Oh. Oh, at the July deck meeting. Thank you. Okay. We'd like to amend the agenda and discuss the budget, the 2023-2024 budget. The District 1 budget has been submitted to Toastmasters International. However, they have not signed off on it yet. Consequently, we have two options to move forward. The first is to approve the 2023-2024 budget submitted to TI with the proviso that any changes they make to it are approved so long as members of the district council are emailed a copy of the budget with a description of any changes TI made to it. Option number 2 is to hold a virtual call meeting of the district council once the budget is received back from TI. Unless there is an objection, we will approve the 2023-2024 budget submitted to TI with the proviso that any changes they make to it are also approved, and the members of the district council will receive by email a copy of the budget with a description of any changes TI makes to it.
So may I ask, is this time to ask a question? You're muted, Keith.
Since there is no objection, the 2023-2024 budget submitted to TI is approved with the proviso that any changes they make to it are also approved, and the members of the district council will receive by email a copy of the budget with a description of any changes TI makes to it. Thank you, District 1.
You know,
Mr. Chair, there was someone that had a question.
The next
yeah, it
item,
was a,
the next item of
I've been
business
trying to ask a question.
is the amended alignment.
Doesn't seem like he can hear you.
Shown on your screen.
District Director Keith Jackson, I'm trying to ask a
The
question.
alignment was adopted at the July 14th meeting. However, since then, we've aligned two clubs. The first one is Millennium Space Systems, which was aligned into Area C5, as shown on your screen. And the second club that was added to our amended alignment is Laserfish, and they were added into Area E4. Oh, okay. Robin Cash. The chair recognizes Robin Cash.
Robin Cash, Vice President of Education, Toasted Fridays, and President of Real Berkshire Leaf.
State your
I'm not
name and
sure.
your club.
Oh, he-
I don't
Roll.
think you're able to hear us because someone has been trying to ask a question. I said my name.
Ms.
I
Cash,
said-
we cannot hear you.
Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh,
I can hear you.
Robin Cash, Vice President of Education, Toasted Fridays, President of Real Berkshire Leaf. I'm not sure if Mr. Jackson is aware, but thank you. But
Maybe someone,
members are trying to get your attention because there was questions on the budget.
oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. Please put your questions in chat and we will address them.
Keith, it seems like you're muted.
One moment, please. We're putting it in there.
Keith is currently working on getting a copy of the budget into the chat. Mr. District Director, we have a question in the chat. If TI makes changes to the District 1 budget and we are not privy to those changes, we are still approving them. Is that correct?
I don't, he's saying yes.
Whatever question or whatever changes that are made to the budget by TI, you will receive a copy of those changes and the budget as updated.
There's another question in the chat, Mr. District Director. We are given the opportunity to choose which option to vote on the budget. You mentioned 2 options.
Yeah, the motion was on option 1.
It was adopted.
Got another question. Do you want to keep hearing?
Yes. What is the difference?
Another question. What are the differences between option 1 and option 2?
Guys. What's next question? The main difference is really our ability to facilitate the adoption of this item. So we don't have to reconvene the council, that we can do it by email. Had we been able to get the budget approved in a timely manner, we would have been able to get there and approve budget by them to you tonight. However, this is an alternative to make it easier for our council, in consideration of your time, to give you an opportunity to receive the same information without having to reconvene the entire council again. And I apologize for the delay in getting this, but we will proceed with the agenda and we will get it to you before we adjourn this meeting. We're
Mr.
back
Chair?
to the amended
Oh,
alignment.
So
Can you show it? Yes. As I mentioned, there were 2 clubs that were added since our July 14th special meeting. One was Millennial Space System, which was aligned into Area C5. And the second one was Laserfish, which was aligned in Area E4. If there is no objection, the alignment, amended alignment is adopted.
Mr. District Director, I did notice an error.
The chair recognizes, please state your name, your club, and your office.
Yes, I'm Leanne Levine, District 1 Program Quality Director. I noticed that, I understand that Millennium Space Systems Toastmasters is aligned to Area C5. However, I also do notice that it is listed under Area D4. And furthermore, it is given 2 different club ID numbers, it seems. So it just needs to be taken out of Area D4 and confirm that area in Area C5, that is indeed the correct club ID number. Thank you.
It's not on. Okay, thank you, Leanne, Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Leanne Levine. We will remove it from D4 and it will be aligned in C5. Thank you. And we will note in our records this error and we will correct it. Hearing no objections, we will adopt the amended alignment as corrected.
Mr. Chair, you're on mute.
Next item of business is ratification of the appointed senior district officers. And we are correcting at the top of the list where it says ratification of 2020, 2021 appointed senior district directors. Can you capture that? So the senior leaders that were appointed was Division F Director, Margaret Sewell. Public Relations Manager, Felicia Lisa Bright. As Administrative Manager, Carol Otters. Finance Manager, Daisy Lee. District Parliamentarian, Patty Titus. And the Logistics Manager is open presently. Also for the area directors, Area A1 Director, Eunice Downing Jackson, EC3. Area E2 Director, Christine Harper, IP5. Area A3 Director, Alan Shinkman, CL. Area A4 Director, Devika Jais Prasad, PM5. Area A5 Director, Kenneth Preston. Area B1 Director, Nadia Soderman. Area B3 Director, Deborah Eisen. Area B4 Director, John Brainerd. Area B5 Director, Scott Silverman. Area D1 Director, Laura Johnson. Area D4 Director, Everett Williams. Area D5 Director, Kyle Shannon. Area E1 Director, Meng Leave. Area E2 Director, John Graham. Area E4 Director, Peiru Chen. Area E5 Director, Celeste Hassler. Area F1 Director, Jill White. Area F2 Director, Pamela Garcia. Area F3 Director, Michael Cormier. Area F4 Director, Valerie Thrash. Area F5 Director, Danny Alvarado. Unless there is an objection, the 2023-2024 appointed leaders will be approved by unanimous consent. There's a question. The chair recognizes Muriel Shabazz. Please state your name, your club, and your office. Muriel, you're muted, please.
Right. Okay, can you hear me now?
I can't hear you now. Thank you.
Muriel Shabazz, Black Talk, Real Talk Toastmasters President. I was trying to ask a question because I just wanted some clarity about the budget and it being forwarded to TI, and if there are any changes, because I'm not familiar with this process, if there are any changes, we are actually approving those changes without knowing what the changes are. I'm just looking for clarity. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you're asking us to vote on changes that we have no idea what they are.
Because TI has the final say to our budget. So we propose a budget and then we submit it to TI and they will accept or accept it with modifications. And then as we receive their revisions to our budget, if any, then we will forward it to the members of the council.
We can't change it once they change it.
Okay, so it's like that's the final say. Once you submit
Absolutely.
it, they can change everything around and then we just sign off on that.
But that typically does not happen. You know, but they would only typically will cite things where we are in violation of, you know, a stated requirement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you.
Thank you. Back to the item at hand, hearing no objections. The leadership appointments will be accepted by unanimous consent. The next item is our district managers and district directors report, starting with the district directors report. No. And we noted that the district director's report was not in there. We will also get that included. 2023-2024 for District 1 started off with a very, very high note. At the International Convention, we were recognized. Well, first of all, I want to give appropriate homage and respect to last year's district leaders. District 1 came so very close to being distinguished last year. We met the distinguished requirements and almost met the select distinguished requirements for program quality and for membership, but we came 2 paid clubs short of being distinguished for the entire district, which would have been the first time in several years for District 1. So we are building on that legacy of success. And another thing that's inspiring us in District 1 this year is that next year in October is the 100th anniversary of this great organization. Over the past 100 years, millions of people have benefited from their Toastmaster experience. People have become better communicators. People have become better leaders in their homes, at their jobs, at their places of worship. I am so deeply inspired by what we were able to accomplish last year and what we are going to accomplish this year in recognition of the 100th anniversary of this great organization. At the International Convention, our trio pledged that we will become Smedley Distinguished next year. That's an incredible accomplishment because only 6 clubs last year were recognized for being Smedley Distinguished. They are truly the top 6 clubs in our district, and we declare that we will be in that number next year. On top of it, your district director added to the challenge. We will bring 100 distinguished clubs to Anaheim, California, the host site of the 100th anniversary convention. We're taking that challenge and we want you to be a part of it. Some may say, OMG, Keith, good grief. That is a challenge. You know what? Yes, it is a big, hairy, audacious goal, but we don't know if we can do it until we try. We believe in our hearts that we can do it. And why do we want to bring 100? 1, because it hasn't been done before. 2, the International Convention is in our backyard. If we do it anytime, we're going to have to do it this time. Last year, we had 63 distinguished clubs. We almost met the select requirement. We need to get to 80 to be Smedley Distinguished. Clearly, we can do 20 more, and that's our challenge. We want you to participate in that challenge. Check your email over the next couple of days because I'm going to send out a Google form and ask you, the club presidents and VPEs, are you part of this? Do you want to be a part of that 100 clubs that walk across that stage with people going wild and the international president hand you this Smedley Distinguished flag? I know my club, Business Trainers, and the other clubs that I'm involved in, we're going to sign that commitment. And I'll be looking for 100 commitments by the end of this calendar year. And we, as a district, we pledge to be right there by your side, helping you with whatever you need, whether it's with program quality, education and training, whether it's with new clubs, we're behind you. That's our goal for this year. That's our challenge. And that's my message for tonight. To get you inspired, to get you on board for this fight, because we will do it. We can do it because we know we can do it. We are inspired to do it. We have the tools to do it. And we want you with us in Anaheim. All right. That's my report. Think about it, and we will be following up with you. The next report is our Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Leanne Levine.
Thank you very much. Good evening, fellow district council members. My report, the Program Quality Director report may be found in your delegate packet on specifically pages 30 to 31. First of all, I would like to thank everyone on my program quality team this year. Specifically, my advisor, Distinguished Toastmaster, past District Director, Ms. Evelyn Woolridge. We began this year with an excellent number where 78% of our clubs in District 1 achieved the first half of the DCP goal number 9, where they qualify for the goal by having at least 4 club officers attend the Toastmasters Leadership Institute TLI training over the summer. And also, 97% of our clubs qualified for the first half of DCP goal number 10, which is administration, by submitting their officer list on time, which would ensure that they have a good chance of completing this goal number 10, by renewing on time. Currently, worldwide, Toastmasters Pathways adoption rate is at 80%, as we heard at the recent convention. Here and at District 1, our adoption rate is at 78%. Lastly, of the District 1 members who have completed level 3 or higher, I'm pleased to report that 31% of them are distinguished Toastmasters. Which leads to the question, well, how are we going to encourage the remaining 2/3 of our members to strive to achieve the higher levels? Well, that is where we have the Pathways Guide team, including the Pathways Learning Experience happening every second Thursday evening, led by past District Governor, Mr. Roger Cota. And this training workshop is suitable for anyone new to the Pathways program. Number 2, we have the Pathways Basecamp Manager Workshop. It takes place every last Monday evening, led by past District Director, Ms. Joyce Howard. And this program is specifically for presidents, vice presidents of education, and secretaries, and teaching them all about Basecamp navigation. Lastly, this is something that we are introducing for the very first. It's a new program that we are introducing this year called the Maximizing Your Pathways Experience, happening every first Saturday morning, starting next month, starting October. It's going to be led by Pauline Chung and Erica Chalanger, and is specifically designed for members who are at level 3 or higher, and would like to hear more ideas about how to complete those elective projects. The links for all these programs, I am going to drop them in the chat box. Next, as of today, we have received 24 club success plans. I like to let you know that the first 50 clubs that submit plans by next Saturday, September 30th, will be eligible to enter a drawing for a Toastmasters membership building kit. And those clubs that become distinguished by March 31st, 2024, will receive an engraved TI Antique Flame Award and be recognized at the upcoming 2024 Spring Conference in May. Lastly, I'd like to let you know that if you would like to schedule a Zoom meeting with me, just to brainstorm and plan for your club to be distinguished, please visit my Calendly meeting scheduler, which the link I will drop in the chat box as well. Back to you, Mr. District Director. Thank you.
Thank you, Program Quality Director Leanne Levine. And now please join me in welcoming to the virtual lectern, Club Growth Director LD3, Shantae Howard, to present her report. The virtual lectern is yours.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, District 1. I am excited to see all of your amazing faces. We have such an amazing start to this year. My report can be found on page 32 and 33 of your delegates package, but I will summarize it for you all here. We started off the year with a base of 4,474 payments. What does that mean? That means that we have 4,474 members of clubs in District 1. That is an absolutely amazing number. We are getting back to where we were pre-COVID, and we are working diligently to increase your membership experiences and everything in District 1. We set a first quarter goal of 1,600 payments to be achieved by September 30th. And I am excited to say, District 1, that we are off to an amazing start. We currently have 1,562 payments, meaning we are only 38 payments away from our 38 quarter goal. But I know that we will exceed this because we have you all to thank for that. We started off amazingly with our Pay and Save campaign, which was to pay your dues by July 31st. To take advantage of the old rate, we had over 1,200 members make payments, but we still have a ways to go because our Smedley goal is 4,832 payments by the end of this year. And I do believe that we can make that payment, make those payment goals. Our base on new clubs was 145 clubs, and we are, as Keith said, reaching for Smedley. That means we are looking to add at least, well, you know what? We're just going to go big or go home. We're looking to add 20 new clubs to District 1 this year. And guess what? We are already well on our way. We have 2 clubs that we have already chartered or are in the process of chartering. And we are still looking for more clubs. We have 8 clubs that we are currently working on, but I know each and every one of you have amazing ideas on clubs that you want to start, clubs that you want to see, themed clubs, clubs in your niche, clubs in your companies, clubs with your friends. Please reach out to me so that we can work on getting these clubs started. And there will be some incentives that you guys will see coming down the road. You will hear a lot more from me on social media and through your emails. So please stay tuned. In addition to the new clubs, we are focusing a lot on club retention. I know a lot of you have questions and concerns and are looking for help in how we can help your clubs achieve excellence. We have a Canva training coming on September 30th for you guys at 1 p.m. I did put the flyer in the chat, but I can put that in the chat for you again. We have that training coming up. It will be a monthly training. We are also going to have sponsor and mentor training twice a month. So for all of you who are looking to get your DTM or want to help a sponsor or mentor a club, please see me. I want to get you trained so that we can get these clubs set up right, and we can do that with your help. Lastly, there's going to be a lot of club incentives. I am starting a club to club mentoring program this year, where clubs that are already achieving excellence will be mentors to clubs that need a little bit of help. So please stay tuned for that. And then I also have an amazing team that works with me. I have two amazing club extension chairs. We have John White, who is our club extension chair for our community clubs, if you have any questions. And we have Gary Cohen, who is our extension chair for our corporate clubs, if you have any questions. The three of us are working diligently to bring new clubs to the district and help you guys set up clubs that you want to see. So I'm going to turn it back because I'm at yellow, and I'm going to give you guys that 30 seconds back. So back to you, Mr. District Director.
Thank you, Shantae, Madam Club Growth Director. And I just added in there, if you have new club ideas, maybe at your work, your church, wherever your sphere of influence is, see that lady there. Send your ideas to Shantae and her team, and they'll be happy to work them with you to get to our 20 clubs. It seems like it is a big, hairy, audacious goal, but si se puede. We can do it. All right. Our next report is from our PR manager, Felicia Bright. Please join me in welcoming to the virtual stage.
Thank you, Mr. District Director, and good evening, District 1. My report can be found on page 34. We have an awesome PR team that is absolutely committed to providing you with the tools that you need to be on that stage in Anaheim. Next week, the PR team will be rolling out a series of workshops. They are relevant, they are empowering, and they will help you get more done in less time. And who doesn't want to get more done in less time? I've put the info in the chat. There's a QR code. If you just placed your phone up to it, it will take you right there and you can register, no problem. These workshops are open to everyone because we also want to use it as a way to attract non-members also. So share this info. And while we're talking about sharing, our followers on social media has increased. Yay! And we still need your help. Help us spread the word. We need you to go on the social media, love, follow, share on Facebook, Meta, whatever you call it, and Instagram. I also dropped a link, I believe, in the chat. Please make sure you share. And then lastly, help us help you. We will be sending out a quick Google form with questions about how we can serve you. To be on that Anaheim stage, we all need each other. So keep an eye out for the form, complete it. Let us know how we can partner together, strategize, brainstorm. Our goal is to help all clubs achieve excellence. We look forward to seeing you, supporting you, and celebrating with you. Mr. District Director.
Keith, you're muted.
You missed all that? Our next order of business are our division director reports. Please join me in welcoming to the virtual stage our Division A Director, Sharice Zuniga. Sharice, the stage is yours. Can someone check? All right. Okay. Moving on. Our Division B Director, Chris Green.
Hey, fellow Toastmasters District 1. Am I reporting on the same thing we talked about through the night?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me 1 second, please. Let's see. Division B. I had that report ready to go. There it is. Okay. All right. Division B. We started the year total of 24 paid clubs with a total of 224 paid memberships. We got 60 officers trained for this fall or summer portion of the TLI training. And then we've got 6 awards awarded, or 6 educationals already for the year. So we are currently working towards increasing membership, getting all the memberships done, paid in by the September 30th deadline, and as well as continue to push for educationals. That's our Division B report for today. Back to you, Division Director.
Thank you, Chris Green. Thank you for that report. The next fantastic Division Director is Division C Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Ali Mazin. Ali, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. As the Division C Director, I'll report that we had about 60% of officers trained. We have about one thing we need to work on is the area directors, though. I'll say that I've sent a couple emails recently to all the club officers, seeing if there's anybody that they know, or I've talked to a lot of people, seeing if we can get some area directors. Otherwise, we are communicating through email and getting correspondence back from a lot of the club members that they know about everything that's going on. I'm letting them know about the deadlines that we have and everything that's coming up. And as far as the other aspects that we did have, a lot of the club officers were trained, and then I'm still kind of working a little bit harder on being able to have those trainings conduct smoothly. Now I kind of have a better idea about how to do that. Also that the club members in the meetings that they have, they always communicate to each other and to me about possibilities for other people to join. So the meetings are running smoothly. Some of the clubs have all the club officers trained. Some of them need a little bit more help, and that's where we are right now. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Division C Director Ali Mazin. Our next great division leader is in Division D. Belinda D, Division Director, Belinda Watson. Please, the lectern is yours.
I want to start off by saying Division D is excited to be up to the challenge for the 100 clubs to be distinguished. We may not know how to do it just yet, but with the help of our awesome trio and our public relations officers and all of the training opportunities you are providing, we will have the answer and we will succeed, because we are the deserving, deliberate, and devoted diamonds of District 1. And we cannot do it without the awesome, awesome, awesome area directors that I currently have and the 2 new ones that I still need to fill. I am so pleased to have Kyle Shannon as an area director. I am welcoming Laura Johnson. She's going to be reaching out to all of our clubs. And Everett Williams. He is also going to be an awesome, awesome addition, in addition to all of the other officers that are helping me to achieve the goals that we have set. They are awesome, awesome. Admin manager, Maxine Chandler, our quality director, Angel Estrada, and we also have Shantae. We're working with Shantae, but we're looking for someone to take her to help in her role, but be for Division D only, to assist us in our club growth opportunities. And we are searching for those 5 new clubs that we're going to start this next term. We also need a chief judge that's for the coming up season. And our clubs are well aware of what we need to do for our end of the month activities. I am so excited, a little scared, but we are definitely going to do our best to help our clubs grow. Back to you.
Thank you, Madam Division D Director, and you have the right perspective. Our job is to help the clubs, and as we help the clubs to accomplish their goals, the division's goal will be met and Toastmasters International goals will be met. Thank you for that report. Our Division E Director, Patrick Verbally. Patrick, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, Mr. District Director. Hello, District Council members. The Division E report can be found on pages 44 and 45. Things are electric and exciting in Division E, and my energetic team is doing a great job. Thank you to all of them and all of the Division E clubs and our club officers and members for all of their hard work. We had 100% of our Division E clubs submit their club officer list on time, earning them part of a DCP goal, setting them up for success right away. First-time area E1 director, Ming Liev, is exemplifying teamwork in visiting clubs in her area and in Division E, and attended a club demo meeting today for the Lakewood YMCA Club. Thank you, Ming, for that. Area E2 Director John Graham is an immediate past president, distinguished director, area director, started a club last year that honors the Toastmasters and Rotary Alliance. It's one of 4 in the world. He continues his good work in this area this TI year, and he's helping us start a club for veterans, as well as attending the Lakewood YMCA demo meeting today. Thank you, John. The Area E3 Director position is open. My team and my assistants are helping out in this area to support the clubs. Jonathan Ekman, my assistant, and Amber Stewart, my assistant division director of program quality, have been great help here. The P2S Toastmasters Club is 1 member away from earning the Smedley Award. So we're really encouraging them to go out there and make that happen. Area E4 Director, a past distinguished area director, Liz Shin, is back in the leadership chair as well and continues her excellent work in Area E4. She's also starting a club, Creative Brand Masters. And in E5, first-time Area E5 Director, Celeste Hassler, a successful speech contestant, is doing a great job. The Lunchtime Leaders Club added 5 new members from August 1st to today. Yay! They earned the Smedley Award Membership Building Program. My team and I are looking forward to helping and supporting clubs and members in Division E and in District 1. If you want to join in and help us, we'd be glad to have you on a team. There are still open roles. Just reach out. Back to you, Mr. Division Director.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Division E Director Patrick Beverly. All right, and last but certainly not least from our world-class group of division directors here in District 1 is representing Division F, Margaret Sewell. Margaret Sewell, come on down. The virtual stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jackson. Here at Division F, Area F, oh my goodness, we are working hard and we are not tired yet. We are determined to make every club in our division a distinguished club because we want to be on the stage with you in Anaheim next year. So in our club, we have 24 clubs, all of which are paid up at this time. The total number of membership awards, membership payments is 217. And the Pathway membership award number is at 26. Meaning so far, 26 people have moved from level 1, level 2, you know the story. And we have 75% of our officers trained. That's pretty good, but we are going to even do better. We are going to give Area F5 a Toastmaster injection, and we are all going to rally around F5 to bring the numbers in F5 up, which in turn will bring the district numbers up. I cannot do this job alone. As most of you know, I am legally blind, but I do so with none other than Madame Robin Cash as my eyes, and she is Jiminy Cricket in my ear all the time, right here, just out of sight, but always in my ear. And she's always telling me, Margaret, you have to do this. Margaret, remember to do that. So I want to thank her a big, big thank you for Madame Robin Cash to assist me in doing this role as the division director. My area directors do not go without notice because they are doing a phenomenal job. Madame White, Jill White, she has my area F1, Michael Cormier, area F3, Pamela Garcia, area F2, and if you caught me, I skipped that. Just wanted to know if you were listening. Area and area F4, none other than Valerie Thrash. We are pretty much finished with officer installation. I think we have one more club to do. But other than that, Division F is fixated and definitely fired up. And if you want that Toastmaster injection, you can come along over here to one of our clubs. Choose one. Meg Talks, First Class Communicators, Carson Communicators, you name it, we have a club just for you. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Division Director.
All right, all right, all right. Yes, everybody go to F for that infusion of fun, fired up excitement. There you go. All right, folks, wasn't that an incredible group of division directors? You know what? The division directors and the area directors are the backbone of our district. The trio, we just have the opportunity to support them and help them to push in a very positive way, encouraging our clubs to achieve excellence. That is all that we're trying to do. And we are truly appreciative of the efforts from all of our members of leadership in District 1. All right. The last item, we have some announcements coming up. And these are some exciting things that are coming up in the next couple of months in District 1. The first is, well, one of the first is our January TLI. We are working to have our first, actually hybrid, in-person and virtual TLI this year. Last spring, we had our first hybrid ever spring district conference. So that was a success. People were having such a good time. It was crazy being out there, seeing people we haven't seen for 2, 3, 4 years. And we're going to extend it and give all of our club members an opportunity to feel once again the camaraderie, the opportunity to just meet with people that you haven't met and learn with them together, creating a learning bond and hopefully build some relationships that will last forever. So that's January 26th, our winter TLI. We're looking at locations. It may be Dominguez Hills, we're not sure. But we need a facility obviously large enough to handle all of our breakout sessions. And in May 17th, our next annual business meeting. So that's the next one. That's the next one that you'll have associated with our District 1 conference, which will be on the 18th, on Saturday, once again. And also I want to call to your attention that in recognition of the 100, all my thinking is related to the 100. You know, the 100-year anniversary at the International Convention. Right now, there is an incentive for the first 100 days for members to get a $100 discount. You know what? You got to do it. If you don't attend any other conventions, you must attend the 100 convention. So you wanna get there. You want to get, and if you can get it for $100 off, because it's not cheap, please do it. Okay. And you know what's even more amazing about this convention, besides the fact that it's in Anaheim, in our backyard, and it's hosted by TI. However, our convention chairs are none other than our own District 1 people. So we have past international director, Joan Lewis, also former DTM and past district governor, and also Jessica Lewis Allen, former regional advisor and our distinguished Toastmaster and past district director. So, you know, we have an all-star District 1 cast leading this charge. So, you know, we have to be there representing for District 1 with our 100 marching across the stage. I see that every day, and we're going to be there. So that's all I have for you. And again, I thank you for your commitment.
Finance, the budget upload.
Yes. I dropped into chat the budget, copy of the budget sent to TI, so you can hold on to it and you can have that information. So when you receive the revised approved one, you'll have both pieces of the puzzle. All right. So that's it. That's all we have. And with that, you know what? At the beginning of this, I said, we're not going to go to 9 o'clock. I know. My team in here said, yeah, if we shut it, we won't go to 9 o'clock. But with that in mind, it's in there. I want to call this meeting, this fall meeting of the District 1 District Council adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
I don't see the budget in the chat.
Gotta make sure to click the note arrow.
You have to click the arrow.
It's not in the chat, Keith.
And you to upload it.
Oh, hang on.
Don't.
Oh, darn it. No, I sent it. No, I put it there, but didn't press the arrow. Thank you. It takes a village to conduct a district council meeting. So thank you, folks.
Yeah. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for coming. Thank you for spending your Friday evening with us.
Okay, good luck, everybody.
Thank you.
Same to
and
you.
Good luck to you.
Same
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye now.
folks.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Muriel.
All right. Table topics and international. I'm happy.
Yes, there you
Yes,
go.
I'm competing.
Oh, you are?
Yes, yes, table topics. Yes, I am so excited.
Waiting for table topics.
Yes, I'm ready. Great job. Thank you, trio.
So who you repping? You repping Black Talk or?
You know I gotta represent Black
Real
Talk,
Talk?
Real
There you
Talk. All right, love you guys. Have a good
All
week.
right, love you. Thank you.
She's saying, I can stop.